Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakach Wadash. Double honor to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to the 144,000 men that's pushing and believing His word out of true sincerity and sacrificing their lives and wills to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh. His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this video is edifying, quick and straight to the point. This video right here is just a little video of history, of Israelite history, that is some of the basics. This is Genesis chapter 38, and verse 1. And when it came to pass at that time, Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Adulamite, whose name was Hira. And Judah saw there was a daughter of a certain Canaanite whose name was She'ah. And he took her and went into her, so they had a kid and whatnot, right? So now, when Judah had a child, she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name And she conceived again, so they had two sons at this point. And she and bare a son, and she conceived again, and she bare again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. So Judah had a wife, right, named She'ah, right? And they had two kids, right? What name is and Onan. And yet, again she conceived. And she yet again conceived and bare a son and called his name Shelah. And he was at Chisbib when she bare him. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. Now, this history right here is dealing with is history, Israelite history. And Judah's firstborn was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him, and yet the Lord killed right? And now, verse 8, and Judah said unto Onan, which is the second-born son, go into thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up. And the Lord the Lord told this prophet to tell Judah that. And this is one of the things one of the important things to listen to, because when a prophet says something, your best bet is to obey that prophet, because the Lord is speaking through that prophet. Let me see. And Judah said unto Onan, go into thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up to thy seed. Jake don't like to listen, and that was because of the lineage, because it's a lineage. Now, and Onan knew that the seed should not be his, because obviously, and it came to pass when he went into his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground, least that he should give seed to his brother. And he was like, I don't want to. Basically, he was like, I'm gonna hit it, but I ain't gonna. He spilled it on the bed, basically, onto the ground, not the bed. Salakia. And now you disobeyed the commandment from the Lord, and the thing which he did displeased the Lord, because the Lord told you to go into your brother's wife, have sex with your brother's wife to continue the lineage. And wherefore he slew him also. And yet the Lord killed Onan also, because of not listening to the Lord and pursue what's the word I want to use? In preserving the lineage, because of how he felt. Then said unto Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house till Shelah, my son, shall be grown. Now, let me see. Yeah, so Judah's third son, right? Shelah, he's not fully grown yet, and he has and Judah has Tamar, a husband basically. For least pre-adventure, he died also, as his brother did, and Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. So now, verse 12, in the process of time, the daughter of Sha'ah, Judah's wife, died. And yeah, Judah's wife, Sha'ah, died. And Judah was comforted, and went up to his sheep shears to Timoneth. He and his friend Hira, the Adulamite, and it was told Tamar, saying, "Behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timoneth to shear his sheep." So now Judah ultimately lost his wife. His wife died. His two sons died, and his youngest son basically is going to have a wife pretty soon. Now let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, now I'm gonna jump to verse 18. And he said, "What pledge shall I give thee?" And she said, "Thy signet, and thy bracelets, and thy staff that is in thy hand." And he gave it to her, and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. So basically, Tamar dressed up as basically disguised herself as a prostitute and whatnot to proceed lineage, because Sheila basically didn't want to go into his brother's wife. Now, widow. She's a widow now. Let me see. What, verse 18? Okay. And she arose and went away and laid by her veil from her, and put on garments of her widowhood. Now I'm gonna jump down. Let me see. Let me see. A verse. Okay. Let me see. Verse 20. And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend the Adulamite to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he found her not. So Tamar basically left. Verse 21, and he asked the men of the place, saying, "Where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside?" And they said, "There was no harlot in this place." So she disappeared and dipped out. Yeah, let me see. Okay. And I would jump to verse 24. And it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law have played the harlot, and also behold, she is with child by whoredom. So yeah, she broke a law. Well, she would be put to death for that because she broke a law. But now you see that it's going to turn. And Judah said, "Bring her forth and let her be burnt." And now that's the law. The adulterer and the adulteress shall be put to death. And when she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, "By the men whose these are, I am with child." And she said, "Discern, I pray thee, who are these signets and bracelets and staff?" And yeah, Judah was like, damn. She realized that was her. So he's like, damn, she played me, basically. And Judah acknowledged, and he was like, you know what? Okay, yep, yeah, I did that. He admitted to it. And Judah acknowledged him and said, "She have been more righteous than I, because I gave her not to Shelah my son, for he knew her again no more. And yeah, basically, Tamar had Judah's kid, basically, and more righteous than her because, he preserved the lineage. She was trying to preserve the lineage, but ultimately she bore a kid. And let me see, and let me see. Verse. Let me see. Let me see. All right, and then later on, when the kid was born, in verse 29, it came to pass as he drew back his hand that beheld his brother came out, and she said, How hast thou broken forth in this breach beyond thee? Therefore his name was called Pharez. And afterward came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was Zahara. Yep. So ultimately, she had kids basically, and that's pretty much how this story goes. But ultimately, yeah, this is just a piece of history that I wanted to go into. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. Before I close, I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, or Krakodash. And Saki, real quick, yeah, she had twins as well in verse 27. For Zahara and Pharez. Pharez, the first one that came out, then Zahara. But Lord, yeah, I just wanted to go over this little piece of history. Before I close, I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, or Krakodash. And Lord willing, this video is edifying, and on to the next one. Shalom.